Hello and welcome back. This is Coach A.M. Williams, and you're listening to Yes Go. I have with me special guest Chad Bumgarner, who leadership coach, development coach, and we're talking about you know the dynamic of leadership, types of leaders being built properly as leaders, and what made him. He just shared his Yes Go moment with us. If you missed it, make sure you stay locked to find out when the show is replaying, and that you get the chance to check it out on our Yes Go that live page. Make sure that you stay locked in because this is a powerful show. Chad, we talked about what got you started with the whole leadership coaching and things of that nature, but you've to date written 3 books on leadership, if I'm not mistaken. 3 books on leadership. Tell us what compelled you to do that. Like I said, in the fact that you've not written just one, but now 3 books on leadership. What was the drive? Was it like something that you noticed in one that caused you to write the next one? Or they're like 3 different ideas? Do they address 3 different things in leadership? Tell us about.
Well, the books were written because I felt like there was a need out there. There was something missing in the books about leadership that I felt like needed to be addressed. And I came up with on my first book, it's called Chad's Playbook to Effective Leadership. Again, it's out on Amazon. And it's basically a 4-point building block approach to leadership. And the book was written especially for people entering positions of authority for the first time. It's like, okay, I just got a leadership position the first time, don't really know much about leadership or how to do it effectively. That's what my first book was about. It's 4 points breaking down the basics of what I felt like a new leader needed to understand. And I've coined the term STAR methodology. And the S in STAR was for setting the tone. You know, when you step into day one, you want to set the tone for how you want to run your team or your organization. You know, you'll discuss or you'll cast the vision, what you envision you and the team working together to do, what the ultimate results should look like. You'll talk about what you'll accept and what you won't, what you'll do and what you won't do, what you expect from your team, and then also what the team should expect from you. So
Foundations,
right? The foundation was setting the tone.
Yeah.
And the T is for teamwork. Every great leader needs to understand that you're only as good as your team. So understand that teamwork is important, and then understand every person on the team, what their strengths and weaknesses are, because now you'll know how to officially use everyone in your team to be highly effective and to, get the end result that you're looking for. The A is for adapt. Every leader should have a plan or a goal, but we all know that 97% of our plans never go as we would like for them to. So you have to be able to learn to adapt and adjust and keep moving. And the R finally is for relevance. Every meeting that you have, every conference call, is it relevant towards the goal that we set out in the beginning to accomplish? And if not, your job is to keep your team focused on what they need to be doing individually and collectively to achieve that goal. So that's the first book. And that's really for the beginners. And the books were written in phases because I wanted to do something for beginners. And then the other side of the coin, Benefits of Vitality Leadership, is for the more advanced leaders who are still kind of struggling with leadership. And it's like we said before, most leaders don't understand that there's 2 sides to leadership, the functional side and the vitality side. So this is when I introduced the vitality side, or the soft skills, or emotional intelligence, if you will, to help, to help them understand that there's more to leadership than just barking orders. And then the final book, Leadership Seeds, Growing Your Confidence Year-Round. This book is a collection of 53 articles that I've written that were well received by a lot of people all over the country. And I decided to put them in a book to whereas it's like a leadership Bible that you keep on your desk. And once a week, you'll read the new article. And after every article, there's questions to make you reflect upon your style of leadership and how effective is it, and what you feel like you need to change or you need to learn to become a better leader. So, like I said, these 3 books were brought into fruition because I felt like they needed, most leaders needed some kind of methodology to get started. They needed to understand the other side of leadership. And then also the Leadership Seeds book, where every week you'll read something to help you sharpen your leadership skills to become better. Because we all get too relaxed and think we know it all, and that's the downfall.
Yeah. So the thing here that I hear is like you literally have something for leaders at every phase to truly help them to develop.
That's correct.
To be, to become a great leader within an organization. I think that's super important. I want to challenge you with a question, because I'd love to get your input back on this. When you think about leaders and leadership as a topic, if you had to sum it up in one word,
Ooh.
what's the most important word in leadership?
I would say servantship.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. To be a leader is to serve, and people don't understand that.
I was thinking service. That's exact, and I think so many people miss that dynamic of it.
Yeah.
They miss that dynamic of it. And while your book speaks to a lot of the dynamics of the tactical side of understanding the tactical things that you need to have in place and the strategies to execute the external dynamics of it, what role do you say mindset plays in becoming a great leader?
I would say, first of all, you have to be willing to be coachable. You have to have an open mind. You have to go into it saying, you know what, there's more to this that I can learn, that I need to learn, that I should learn. And how bad do you want to be a great leader? Some people get put in positions, I didn't want to be here, but this position needed to be filled. So, and that right there is already the start to your downfall because of your mindset and your attitude. But a lot of my clients, I say, well, first of all, we need to start out with an open mind, because a lot of leaders have this ego, like, I don't need any help. And that couldn't be further from the truth. So having an open mind and being willing to be coachable, that right there is the beginning of the mindset of a real and successful leader. Wanting to be coachable and being open to what the coach or whatever resource is trying to relate to you or pour into you.
In the same context, would you say, as an expert in this, what is the biggest downfall of leaders?
Ego.
Or aspiring leaders?
Biggest downfall for, I think that's twofold. For existing leaders, I would say ego. The thing where you feel like you know everything, like you don't need any fine tuning on your leadership skills, like you've got it under control, like there's nothing else you need to learn. That couldn't be further from the truth. For aspiring leaders, why are you aspiring to be a leader? Your motives. That could be your downfall.
That's excellent. Profound, because when you stop and you think about the role, first of all, that leaders play in the organization. I mean, it's a crucial role. When you stop and think about egos, how detrimental an ego is to an organization, how it can impact your bottom line, how it can impact relationships, inter-office relationships, interpersonal relationships, how it can impact management, how it can impact the progress of the organization.
Mm-hmm.
When you see how detrimental the proper development is for a leader, um, I think it just makes your work so important. It makes
Right.
your work so important because having the wrong leader can really impact the organization in multiple ways.
Indeed, I agree. And I've witnessed this. I've witnessed being under a very terrible leader to the point where the environment was so toxic, to whereas productivity dropped severely because people no longer cared about what they did because they just could not stand to be under that leadership, to the point where the team went to senior leadership and said, if this person stays at the leadership position, we are leaving.
Wow.
Now, we're looking at an environment where it's crucial 24/7 support of very critical websites and applications used by the government in third party countries. And these people are saying, if you do not remove this person from leadership, we are leaving. You
Mm.
cannot have that in a crucial environment such as that.
That
That's how toxic bad leadership can be.
and that statement just causes me to propose the question. Um, if we're saying that there are bad leaders, the question is, can that be corrected? And if so, how?
I think bad leadership can be corrected by a couple of ways. First off, we need to get out of, he's a good dear friend of mine. Because he or she is a good guy or a good gal, they can go ahead and be in a position of leadership. As I said earlier, you can be awesome at your job, but that doesn't mean you're going to be awesome at leading a group of people. Number two, when you see a person and you're in senior leadership and you feel like this person would make a great leader, the grooming process should take place. First off, you need to ask if they're interested. Second of all, if they are, the grooming process should occur.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we're doing is, I want to give you some things to see how you react. I want to see what kind of leader you're going to be. Of course, they're going to make mistakes. And that's another thing, not to go off on a tangent. But I think we're probably one of the few places in the United States where we ridicule you for making mistakes instead of, what did you learn from it?
That's good. That's super important, Chad. This has been an amazing segment here. Listen, we're getting ready to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Chad about the other side of YesGo, how things are going on for him now, and what he has currently going that we can get connected to. Stay locked, stay tuned. We'll be right back in just a few moments.